and podcasters, authors, and more.
Chat about everything table talk RPG related.
Everything from play styles, world building and lexicon,
Game reviews, interviews with professional content creators,
homebrewed monsters and spells, lore, and even special holiday themed content.
keep those dice rolling.
Hail Vecna!
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Hello and welcome everybody to this week's episode of Nerd Asylum by Night, the Nerd Asylum's 5th edition Vampire the Masquerade actual play chronicle, where we are raising money for Riley's Children's Hospital through Extra Life. We have a donation link below the video, both on stream and if you're watching this later on YouTube, where you can donate to our Extra Life campaign and affect the game with your donations. Tonight, we have a bit of a different episode where our dear Stasia and our dear friend Victor, played by Sekrain, have joined us tonight. Last time on NA by Night, we caught up with our coterie on the Saturday night after Elysium. They went out, had some fun at Pop's bar called The Dive, and then were summoned back to the shop by Prada, who had some dirt on Nicholas, which has had quite an impact on our Toreador Lindsay. But tonight, as we continue our vampire story, we are picking up the following night, on Sunday night, as Stasia is meeting her friend Victor just outside the shop.
Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Quick.
Oh,
Ooh, we got a thing.
we got a thing.
Oh, thank you for the subscription or the renew.
Okay.
Hey, I think it's a renew. Yeah. No. Team.
Team Shades.
I don't see anything. I need to be like this all the time to see anything but red.
Good.
So I take Victor would arrive and like he would have left his car a few blocks away and just the rest of the way walk toward the shop, being somewhat attentive of if anybody's watching around before he arrives to the shop.
You don't really see anyone out in the streets as you approach the shop. And of course, it's nighttime. Streetlights are out, casting sort of an amber glow over everything. Strange shadows catching on the leaves. The usual around here. Stasia, where are you waiting on him?
Like across the street, like, but at the curb, you know.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I cannot watch you.
Shh.
Would I see Stasia?
Oh, yeah. Stasia, you see him walking up the street. Y'all are pretty much the only ones out here. Lucy and Basil and Lindsay are all inside the shop doing their own things.
She snuck out for this. She doesn't need to. Just have it. Hey, it's
I can see who you are.
because you can smell me.
No, because you're pretty obvious, actually.
Not if I do this. Now you don't know who I am.
Your voice.
Now you don't know who I am. Let's just go. Come on.
Why? Okay, why you call me? I told you I haven't got much luck with those papers.
Right. Yeah. It's not about that actually. It's I wanted to know if you could. I wanted to do this thing. I mean, like not with you, but like with you, but not like with you, not like that. I meant like as a friend or a person who used to weird stuff happening and that kind of thing. You know, kind of friend, like backup. Backup. I want you to be backup. Can you be my backup for in case I? You should talk now.
What do you want to do?
I wanted to go check out this church thing. I haven't been in a while, and I kind of want to go, but I'm worried to go, and I can't ask any of them to go because, you know.
You want to go to a church?
Yeah, I'm not gonna burn up, right? Like that's not a thing, right? That's not a real thing.
What? Churches are a real thing?
No, I mean like.
Let's go to the car where I assumed you will talk a bit more normally. Just follow
right.
me. Just gonna go back to my car.
All right. So the two of you walk the few blocks away back to Victor's car. If I remember correctly, it is a very nice sports car.
It is. Somebody, I think it was. I don't remember who told me the car. Oh yeah.
I don't remember what it was. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it was a BMW i8. It was a nice
car.
A very nice sports like car, black, surprise. Just once in the car. Not opening the door for a stash. You just go to the driver and be like,
is it leather seats?
It's a very good fucking question.
Probably.
Yeah, but then again, would I intentionally put leather seats in there, considering certain things? Oh no, yeah,
It's not very environmentally friendly of you.
No, probably they're not really leather. It's just like
It's fake leather.
Yeah.
yeah, but it still feels
customized.
nice.
Vegan leather.
It's vegan leather.
Vegan leather sounds perfect. Yeah. Once in the car. Okay, you want to go to the church, and you call me for that.
Okay, what is wrong with that? Do you not? Are you like an atheist too? Are you? It's fine. I can go there. It's not about taking you to church. It's about taking me to church
That
and
is
making sure that nothing weird happens while I'm there, because I don't want to break the masquerade and I don't want to ask these fucking assholes because you know.
But you are a vampire entering church.
What? Is there something inherently wrong about that?
I just listen. I still do not know much about your kind, and I do not know if you walk into a church, there's going to be a situation.
What kind of situation? Like what? I blow up into like flames?
That would be as much as amusing as that would be. Maybe.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I'm quite okay if that is going to be the consequence. I didn't want to be this way in the first place, so I'm aware of being an abomination to everything that I've ever believed in. So I kind of want to go to church and make sure that, you know,
you give your prayers and feel in peace with God.
Yeah, you know, kind of like that. Yeah. I used to go there all the time when I was little, and I was christened there when I was a baby, and it's just one of the last places that I give a shit about in this town, and I just want to be sure I can still go there even though I'm like this now.
Victor will rest in the seat for a few seconds in silence before it starts the engine.
Car roars to life.
Do you have the direction of the church?
Yeah. She like puts the GPS, got her phone. All right.
For a moment, I was suspecting you pulling out an old map of the city. I'm glad to see that is not the case.
What? I wasn't in a cult before I was born.
Oh, no, I was just, the place you work in with the people you work in.
No. But thank you for not calling it a pawn shop.
Is it not a pawn shop?
It's not. It is not a pawn shop. Why does everyone say that?
Okay. To be fair,
really hard. Have you ever been into a pawn shop and been like, "Oh wow, that's beautiful"?
I've been into a pawn shop, and I wouldn't have gone there if I actually believed it was a pawn shop. I went there looking for something odd, and I found it. So
there's plenty of odd things there. Yeah, that's a whole thing.
That monkey's creepy. Why you keep it? Why?
She like leans over. We have thrown it out the window. It keeps coming back.
It might be a spirit. Why you make that face?
Well, I mean, you just said it like, it's whatevs. Like, it might be a spirit. Like,
spirits
now
exist.
I have to worry about when I take a shower if someone is watching me. It's weird enough thinking that Lucian is hanging around watching everything that I'm doing, and now it's a spirit that I can't even see just hanging around.
Oh, there's spirits everywhere.
Well, yeah, but like I don't think about it all the time.
Maybe you should. Just not in a creepy way. Well,
it's kind of creepy now. I thought Santa was bad enough, always watching you, knowing when you're asleep and when you're awake, whether you're naughty.
Oh, because Santa is the most innocent thing that could exist in this world.
It's not. It's creepy.
It's
This
sarcasm.
old guy you've never met. Ew.
Sounds
So the two of you pull out of Victor's parking spot and out onto the streets of Haligdom as you continue this conversation.
yeah, this is while driving. This is not like
Yeah.
just
Drive and talk,
in the
drive and talk.
street. Yeah.
The GPS leads you to the western side of Haligdom, which is largely the residential side, where you'll find much more of like the suburbs, like schools, grocery stores, more of like the normal side of Haligdom, where families and a lot of the population actually lives and works, other than like downtown and like, you know, the venues and the college and that sort of such. Stasia, I meant to ask, we need to do a little housekeeping. Would you please roll a rouse check for me?
Knew you were gonna ask that, and I forgot to grab my dice. Where was it?
I mean, I can roll it for you. I have your dice. I have my dice.
I have yours, mine, everybody's dice. God, I see nothing with this.
How many?
One, just one black die.
Blank.
Blank, then you are at hunger 2. Woke up a little hangry this evening.
Meh.
Eh, you know.
It happens so fast.
But so, this odd talk of spirits and Santa Claus and creatures that watch you
You better
leads
watch
you-
out. You better
leads you-
watch out.
oh my fucking god. Watch out. That's just like the ambient boss music of Haligdom. You better watch out. You better watch out.
A terrible place to live.
This odd talk of spirits leads you the really only like a 10-15 minute drive through the neighborhoods to the church. It is Saint Cassia's Catholic Church of Haligdom. And damn it, I was almost like, I always just kept saying it. I always kept talking like nothing happened.
Sorry.
I can't do this. Saint Cassia's Catholic Church. It is a gorgeous building. Not exactly, you know, a Gothic cathedral, but very large stonework. It's beautiful with stained glass windows. There's a mixture of wood and stone. So some parts of the building, which are probably newer, are made of more modern wood, but still made in that gorgeous, very, I don't want to say Gothic, but very sort of new sort of style. I have not taken an architectural class. I am very sorry.
Slightly baroque.
Slightly Baroque. And there's plenty of parking nearby. The church itself is largely dark. There are streetlights outside, of course. The front doors are standing closed, but you can't see any locks, obviously, on the doors. And there are actually a few lights inside, like maybe some small candle lights.
So she like takes off her seatbelt and then just like abruptly turns over to Victor, and it's just like really close to him, like over the
Console?
thingy. The middle.
I think it's a
thingy?
console.
The
Yeah.
Middle thingy.
The center thing.
Where
Yeah.
you put
Yeah.
all your shit in.
Yeah.
yeah, and where the brakes
just-
are.
Yeah, she's just like looking at him. If I burn, you she pulls out her phone, hits record. If I go into this church and I burn up, Lucian is allowed to let Victor look into all my stuff. You can have all my stuff. All my stuff goes to you. I just don't want him to have it.
Don't. Why not the other individuals that are in your group? would
Oh, like
have?
my I mean, Lindsay can do, yeah, but see, I feel like you would actually be able to handle and make sure all that stuff actually happens.
You think I would be able to
yeah, 'cause-
handle that?
Because you're alive and you have like a whole like 24 hours. We don't.
I sleep at some point. Do you know that, right?
I really honestly don't.
Yeah, we sleep too. It's just,
Like
in the night.
Normal people.
Just
right?
like normal people, we yes. Still, it does not come to the point of why me. I'm
Okay, the point is that I feel like you would actually do something with this box, specifically the box. Okay, how about that? Just take the box. You
Okay.
take the box.
The-
You take
the-
the box. Keep it
Is
safe.
this all being recorded on your phone, Stasia?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure.
Just you take the box.
yeah. The box will remain with me, and I will.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be like an heirloom, and I'm dead. So
Well, excuse me. You said heirloom from who?
from me, from my family, my mom.
Victor's
He just stops recording.
somewhat like very like, hey, like somewhat playful, somewhat like sarcastic mannerisms seem to stop cold for a moment as you said that. From your mother, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. That's good to know. Thank you very much. So yeah, in case you just burn down when you take your first step into the church, that will belong to me, and I will make sure things go to whoever it goes. Understood.
Okay. Good.
Good.
She like spit in her hand.
Which is blood.
We have to shake on it. I mean, if you're gonna make me do a whole thing where I actually make spit, it's gonna be a whole thing. So
Is that actually? Yeah, that is.
yeah, what did you think it was?
Did you realize I have red glasses on?
I don't know how your eyes work. Okay,
Just like a normal person. It's just I do this for
for fun, for. I mean, like put them back on though. She like takes them and like puts them back on his face. See, yeah, like I believe that you're a badass, and then like she takes them off, and then
good.
yeah. See, now you're just a normal person. I don't know. The glasses. Are really
I'm
for
for the
you.
most part, yes, I am for the most part.
Oh, well. See, with the glasses, it seems like we're gonna have an adventure, and then without the glasses, it seems like we're not. So, I like the glasses on.
Good to know.
Get us out of the car.
And Victor, you were staying in the car.
You just hear it's like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
You know what? After the first, the first 2-3 minutes of the exchange happening, he will stay thinking about what assumptions Stasia has about him and his kind,
You just sit in quiet contemplation for a moment.
and also thinking about from where those papers, as Stasia said, they came from, and being like, okay, this is odd. This is very odd. And after a few moments of just thinking about it, he will go out of the car and then just stay another minute just like outside the car contemplating the church, and then after 2 minutes of like thinking about it, he would just like be, okay,
Stasia's back in her.
fuck it, just and go into the church, like acting as casual as he can go.
Well, so while Victor is having these quiet moments of contemplation, Stasia, you have stepped out of the car. What's up? Now what? Fixing your headscarf.
Yeah, is there anyone around?
Give me what's an awareness.
We have 2 hungries. Let's, Jesus, where the fudge monkey? I don't like that this is so many. I'm trying to count now. 1, 2. And then 2 of them is, there we go. Because I'm hungry.
Indeed, 2 of them will be red.
Oh, 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blanks and 2 unks, but 1 on the red.
Okay, that's fine. So 2 successes.
Yes.
With 2 successes, while you're fixing your headscarf and kind of mentally preparing yourself to cross the street and approach the church.
Potentially be set on fire.
Exactly. You don't really see anyone. No one seems to be standing around. The streets are quiet. There's some neighborhoods kind of close by, but generally there's actually a pretty wide space around the church because there is a graveyard around the back. A cemetery. This is not D&D. This is a cemetery.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. She's gonna go up to the door and just be like, it's locked. I'll just go. She like goes and pulls on it.
It opens. It is not locked.
Fuck. Shit. Damn it. Fuck. Church.
I think by this point, Victor, you're standing outside the car, just kind of regarding the church, and you see her turn around.
She's just standing there, just staring at the door for like a long minute, and then she just turns around and like.
Heavy sigh from Victor. He begins walking over there.
If I had a heartbeat, I'm sure you would hear it.
You're assuming a lot about my senses.
Yeah. But I don't even know how like I work, so.
For the record, I see in colors.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about this stoplight, but I figured, like you know
No,
which
I just
order
see-
the colors work in.
I-
I didn't think that.
Dogs are red, green, colorblind. They're not black and white colorblind.
She didn't have an education.
You can look that up on the internet.
But
They said looking up other things.
yeah, Victor will first look at not Sandrea, not
Who am I today?
not Macy,
Sasha.
Sasha.
I play too many characters. I do
Yeah,
the same
from
thing.
Meriden.
Oh yeah.
I edit too many things. not really, but I'm like names.
Come catch me on all of those shows. You can find them on the nerdasylum.com.
He will look at, I forgot her name again, Stasia, and like for a second, and then be like, are you going to open the door?
I'm just okay, I'm a little bit not, I know I said down there that I was not worried about it. I'm a little worried about it. It's just who's gonna annoy Lucian if I die? Like die, you know, like I'm sure Basil will get bored of it.
Well, I can tell you something. If you die, I am not going to be annoying Lucian. And he opens the door and enters, just walks in.
All right. So Vicky just, with one fell swoop, opens the door and slides on in into the dark interior of the church. Stasia, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run through the door.
All right. So you slip in behind him, and it's dark, but not completely dark.
I have dark vision.
Shut the fuck up. I swear to God.
Every player ever.
Every player ever. It seems like the place is actually lit by candlelight, but upon little closer inspection, you realize that these aren't just like candles that have been left to burn. These are actually sort of ambient electric candles that are, you know, there to set the mood, but also there to kind of almost keep like a safety light. They're in candelabras up on the walls along the both inside the sort of vestibule that you've walked into, the little entryway, which has a nice carpet. The floor is wooden, the walls are stone. There's art along the walls. There's a bookshelf of Bibles at the front. It's like a take if you need kind of deal. And beyond the two doors on either side, you can see that it leads into a larger sanctuary where there are rows and rows of pews, and you see more of those candelabras dotted along the walls going down the way in between the stained glass windows where a little bit of moonlight's coming through. Stasia, it's a little tough to be standing here. There's a pressure. If you still needed to breathe, it would be difficult. It's not intolerable, but it's unpleasant.
Okay, makes sense. I'm not on fire yet.
You're muted, sir.
That is a great start.
Okay. All right, I just she like walks one way and then realizes she's going the wrong way and then turns. Ouch, my self-esteem.
Where are you trying to go? Where are you trying to go, Stasia?
Going to go, and she's gonna do the little like dippy water hand thingy mabobber, and she kind of creeps in and like is looking around just to make sure that it is in fact empty.
That's holy water, right?
Oh God, it is.
Stand by.
Technically speaking, it would be holy water. Yeah.
It is holy water. Oh no. That could be a TikTok. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. That's when Stasia remembered.
All right. So I just had to check something super quick. So Stasia, you go and dip your hand in and, you know, do the sign, and you realize afterwards you're like, it's not burning. You have this horrible moment of, oh God, this might kill me, but it's not burning.
You hear her audibly like let out air. Okay.
So holy water does not burn you.
Maybe they didn't do it right.
I'll get my fingers into the water.
It's just water. Room temperature, a little chilly.
They're still like wet, right?
Yeah, it's just wet, just water.
Ew, no, it smells
Just
like
pr-
wet.
At
You
Sasha
flick at
face.
Stasia.
No, you're
Um,
not burning.
She does it back. You don't smell like wet dog.
What?
What?
Obviously, I will not
She
smell like,
turns. She turns and goes down the pew. She
it doesn't
goes.
smell like anything, actually.
So Stasia, you walk in and start pacing down the aisle between two of the rows of pews. It's a pretty large sanctuary where it's got 3 rows of pews, 2 aisles in between, and you see the altar up at the front, kind of up on a raised area, like a stage. There's a very large stained glass window, and on either side there are doors that you would know lead to offices, lead to other like activity rooms or meeting rooms and conference rooms and that sort of thing. You know, the place where like the choir practices, the library, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just, you know, the
The
rest of the body
logistical
of the church.
side.
Yeah, exactly. The rest of the body of the church.
Yeah.
And
Stasia-
if you had stayed in the annex, there was actually another door that led to like kind of like the confessionals.
yeah, she's gonna walk over to kind of like halfway through in one of the aisles, and then just kind of stands there, just kind of looks around for a second, and then she's like starts counting pews, and then gets like really excited and like runs over to one of them, and then like she sits, and then she just slowly starts to sink until she's on the floor, and then she's looking, and you just hear like a happy little squeal. Victor, come here.
Second heavy side of the night as Victor approaches and sits next to her.
Oh no, she's on the ground. Like when you walk over, she's like still laying on the ground and is like, down here. She's like shimmies back. She like points to the underside of a pew, like the bottom seat of it, and it just has like crayon colors all over it.
I
On Easter Sunday.
So this is where you came as a child.
I got kicked out of the kid church. I asked
Why?
him questions.
Ah, I wouldn't have imagined.
You're a weird guy.
You're very normal.
Visibly offended. How dare you?
So you check that your crayon drawings are still here.
Oh
You
yeah,
check
there's
that
a bunch of them everywhere. Yeah. Well, at least I hope.
we confirmed that apparently holy water does nothing to you.
It
I
does
wasn't-
nothing to you. Did you think it would do something to you?
I don't know. Not to me, but to you, maybe.
Stasia, that pressure feeling is still there. And if anything, it may have gotten a little worse, a little heavier, a little tighter.
Hmm. Yeah, she's like messes with her chest.
So we checked that those two things. Now, what's the next stop in this trip?
Well, I was gonna.
What did we get? We got subscription? Question mark? Bits.
I cannot see with these
Subscription?
goddamn glasses.
Well, the
Idiots.
is it bits? Cool. Thank you.
Nice. I thank you for the bits.
Yay.
This is why she looks like a carpet. This is not a carpet. This is a dog.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh. Oh, hey, okay, we didn't move. Neat.
Perfect.
I was worried that everyone was going to move, but there's only two there's
yes,
only 3 of us
so-
tonight, so
Yeah, so it works. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool beans. So yeah, I'm not like on fire, but I just got this. It's like you ever get like a weighted blanket? Like that. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go check to see if other places light me on fire
For science.
for science. Yeah. She just kind of shimmies out. I'll be over there. She like tiptoe runs away. She
So
tiptoe
Steph-
run back. Tiptoe goes onto like the top, like where the podium is, just to like.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to stand up here. Okay. She runs back.
Stasia, are you trying to be stealthy at all? Or are you just kind of
I'm like tiptoe, but like I'm sure we're whispering, but it's probably like loud whispers.
yeah. Because I mean it's a very
Yeah,
silent
it'd just
church.
be
It's a
weird.
very
to-
large room too. It's got, the vaulted
Cathedral-
ceilings.
yeah.
There's a lot of space, and it just feels like you need to whisper. And also, it's a little tough to talk. It's whatever this is. It's just unpleasant
Mm.
tightness.
Yeah, there's like
Victor's-
she's not, or she's breathing, but she's like it's almost like subconsciously where she's just like.
Victor's not feeling this at all. Or,
Victor doesn't feel anything. You're just in a church. You're just in a place.
Mm. Mm. Oh,
Stasia, give me dexterity and stealth. Should be a 5 dice pool for you, I think. Unless I have this wrong.
Wait, what am I doing again? Sorry. Dexterity and stealth. 5. Yeah, it's 5. Okay, okay. So I have 2 blanks, 1 unk with the stars, 1 fangies, 1 skull with the fangs, and then an unk.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna send you a picture of it. So you-
No. So it's 3. It's 3, but
Is
there's
it
a messy
message?
crit.
Yeah.
So that makes it 5 successes as a messy crit.
Okay. Oops.
You know what? Let's have some fun with this. Boo. Compulsions. Oh, I don't know why I'm rolling that. Doesn't have fucking numbers on it.
No.
It's kind of odd. So, Stasia, as you're sneaking around, tiptoeing and tiptoeing, you keep having these sort of almost flashbacks to, when you were young, and you start to have just the urge to find every single little crayon drawing that you had underneath those pews. Like, you just want to remember everything, every mark that you made on this church that showed that you were here. You want to prove to yourself that you were here. You were human at one point. This isn't what you're always going to be, and this isn't what you always were. You were human. You were a child, and you were a father of this church, and still are. And so you find yourself starting off at the front there, like, oh yeah, this is so cool. And then you kind of have this like, I remember this spot over here. And you go running to the next one, and then running to the next one, and running to the next one. And Victor, you're watching this. You're watching her almost frantically go around this sanctuary, going to each place. And when you finally kind of like catch yourself, you realize you're just almost army crawling under the pews. And when you do catch yourself, it's because you hear a noise coming from behind one of the doors at the front of the church.
What kind of noise?
Like footsteps.
Oh.
That's a normal noise in churches. Nothing to be alarmed, right?
She's like quickly like starts looking for her.
I will sit down in a place that I can see her and just act as casual as anything. Like, oh yeah, I just came here, just sitting down.
So Victor, you just chill in a pew. Stasia, are you just sitting in a pew with your scarf over your head?
Yeah, she's just kind of like bent over, like kind of trying to put herself together as to like, what the fuck was that about?
Oh, we got a thing. Oh, we got some gift subs. Thank you.
Woo! Nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
We got another
Also,
thing.
for a minute.
also just to pay respects to the place, if there's an actual priest or anything that comes out, Victor would take the glasses off and just
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, so thank you for the bits or cheer or bits. I think those are bits. Yes. Ah! Yes, so many thanks. Oh, that's all the gift subs. I
Yeah.
think that's going.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got two
Okay.
more, I think.
That's fine.
And then
But
we have
Keycard did get some bits.
yeah, so now two more. I'll just give it a
Just give it a second. Is this not that the terrifying music that would just scare the shit out of us back in the beginning of Barovia? There we go.
All
No,
right.
no more bits. I
What is
thank you for
wrong
the
with you
bits.
people? I mean, thanks.
you for the bits.
Yay.
Thank you guys. This is great.
Yes.
Okay, so the two of you scramble and well, one of you scrambles, the other one sits casually. As the footsteps that you can both hear now behind one of the doors that leads to like the offices and such, you can kind of hear it going back and forth for a second. And then with the noise that's almost startling in the silence, the door opens and a person walks through carrying just kind of like a box. Looks like maybe it's just a cardboard box full of books, probably Bibles, probably, one of the publishings that has vaguely Christian ideals in it. It's been a minute since I've been to church, okay?
Vaguely, I would not say they have vaguely ideas. Just if there are anything like
help
If you're in a
I don't fucking
Catholic
know.
church, they are good to go.
if there are any clothes like the ones here in Mexico, they're not vague at all.
You're going to hell.
Kind of.
So,
And this is why.
it's hard
Chapter
to
1.
tell. It's hard to tell what the books are, but basically, this man in like a normal button-up shirt, jeans, regular ass shoes, carrying a box of Christian books. You can't tell if it's a Bible or something else. Opens the door and kind of glances around. You see him kind of like squint a little bit, and his eyes are adjusting. He's, well, yes, the door was open. We do keep. Can I help you two?
She just shakes her head.
All right. Well, the sanctuary is open to late night visitors and late night prayings and that sort of thing. And so you're welcome to stay as long as you like. And he closes the door behind him, and you hear him turn. He turns around. You hear him turn a key and lock it. And Stasia, that tightness is getting tighter. That oppressive feeling is getting worse and heavier. He says, well, sorry if I disturbed you all. I'm just clearing out for the night. Had some stuff to do back there. Hopefully I will see you at our next service. Everyone is welcome. And he
Victor, knowing how to handle himself in a corporate meeting where somebody says something fucking stupid, just not politely, but in his inside of him, he's just like, ha.
Yeah.
I'll see you. Sure.
Cute. And he starts to walk towards the front and then down one of the aisles, down the aisle that's next to you, Stasia. As he gets closer, the feeling gets tighter. The feeling gets worse. There's something radiating off of him that is distressing. It is oppressive.
Yeah, I just imagine her just like clenching the pew in front of her.
Yeah,
like pretending to pray.
White knuckling the pew in front of you. I'm gonna need you to roll your unspent willpower for me.
Okay.
Oh damn.
Where I'm supposed to roll it now.
Unspent willpower. You should have. It's your composure plus resolve. You should have 5 black dice. This does not have hunger with it.
Okay, that's what I was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. 2.
2. Okay. So by the time he starts, he's close enough to get past you. You're shaking. You're like, it's all you can do not to shrink away and scooch down the pew and just go running out of this church. You are white knuckling the pew in front of you. And you happen to glance up because you don't know what the hell this guy's deal is that's causing this to happen. And he glances down at you as he passes by and he's giving you a warm smile and kind of, being welcoming. And then he kind of hesitates and he steps back. And he's standing there and now he's right in front of you. And it's all you can do not to just hide under the pew that you're sitting on. As he gives you this curious look and says, I feel like I know you. Have you been to this church before?
I just imagine she can't even talk.
Just like
She's not.
Yeah, you look. Dean's
Excuse
daughter.
me. Victor will loudly shout, excuse me.
Oh, yeah?
Question about
He just gets up.
sorry to interrupt. I see he's still carrying the box with the publishing things, right?
With just
Okay.
books, yeah.
Yeah. I've been wondering, from where you get this ones printed, because I have seen some beautiful, incredible ways of elaborating about Christian belief in them, and I'm just amazed. I feel my heart touched by this, and I just
love it so much.
my life has changed so much, and now I came here looking for some solace in this night, and I see this, and this is something that has brought me closer to God.
I cannot keep a straight fucking face. I'm sorry.
I cannot. I
So, like as he had said that, she just gets up like I have to go to the bathroom, and she just
Runs off.
She runs off to like the foyer area.
He looks off after you. He's like, oh, yes. Odd. Sure, absolutely. And he kind of walks over and Victor, you feel a little bit of that oppressive feeling now. You start to feel it's not enough to make you try to back up, but it's a little hard to breathe. It's a little tight. It's a little distressing. And he steps over and
Oh.
says, absolutely. So this is one of my favorite authors. And he kind of starts going on about how they mass order it off of, some small publishing company in a different
Mhm.
city, but, it all goes to a great cause. Like half the profits go to charity and all this. And like he starts going on. And
Yeah.
it's getting a little hard to stand there and talk to him because it's so tight. But after a moment of, and he like offers you one to one of the books to take.
I'll take it. I'll fucking take it.
And he hands it to you, and then he kind of looks off after Stasia, because I imagine you ran off to the front, right?
Yeah, she ran off to the front, and then she's like by where the confessionals are, but like is like hesitant to like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So he's kind of looking at like, is she all right? I feel like I know her. I think I knew her when she was little.
You know something, it might be that, but also it might be that sometimes we see in other people things about ourselves, our past, and that's something I have learned with this, with discovering God, and it might be just something slight about it. I know what I mean when I mean that you don't need to worry about that, and I'm trying to. I need to see how this works though.
Are you doing a Ragabash thing?
I'm using the persuasion gift from being a homid.
From being a homid.
Yeah. I'm sending it to you. I'm seeing if it's an active or a passive thingy.
It's probably a passive thing. I don't remember.
Player rolls charisma per subterfuge. If successful, do these difficulties of all social rolls for the remainder of that scene. In addition, successful social. I'm using activating that so he can just
for sure. So
try to bullshit my way even more into believing him like, yeah, he's nothing to worry.
So go ahead and roll charisma and subterfuge.
I need to see how many. Where's my app die, because I have enough dice in life. Charisma. Okay, so a total of 6 dice. It's at D10. So.
Remember, you're looking for a 6 and above.
Okay, so I got 1, 2. 6 successes. No, sorry, 3 successes.
3 successes. So, you do that thing where you just keep talking. And keep talking. And he's just kind of nodding along like, yeah, it's late. I'm gonna head on out. You can stay as long as you like. Enjoy the book. I found it to be absolutely enlightening. It's a great read from start to finish. And so hopefully I'll see you again. Good luck on your journey. And he keeps on. He turns around and keeps up towards the front. Are you going to follow him, or are you going to stay?
Stasia already left, right? Or she
Stasia ran out to the front.
I have curiosity about something, and I will remain still where I'm standing. And wait to see if the further away he is, the less I feel that pressure in my chest.
So he walks away, and it alleviates, and it's gone. The further away he gets, the tightness recedes, and by the time he gets to the door at the far end of the sanctuary and walks through, you can breathe again. Everything is normal and calm. Stasia.
Meanwhile.
Yes. So you you kind of like ran up to the front and then ducked around the corner. And it just kind of like, I would imagine kind of trying to get a hold of yourself.
trying to get a hold of my breath, freaking out that I can't get a hold of my breath. Then remember, I don't need to
You
breathe.
don't need to, yeah.
So she's just like,
So-
I can't get that relief of getting a breath in. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
So about the time that you realize, oh, but I don't need to breathe, and you're just like kind of trying to just, you hear footsteps, and suddenly that feeling is upon you again as the man pokes his head around the corner. He says, "Hey, honey, you okay?" Okay. Hey, I mean, I gotta ask you, was your dad's name Dean? Please. I'm gonna make this composure and subterfuge,
Okay.
Oh God.
which I think is only 2 dice for you.
Yeah. They both have to be red.
Yeah.
They're 2 blanks.
2 blanks.
Yeah.
So you just kind of like you start to nod, then you shake your head, and
I'm
just,
doing
like,
this number right here. Just
Yeah. He says, "Anna, I haven't seen you since you were like this tall.
mm-hmm.
I didn't know you were back in Hilligdom. I'm sorry. You look like you're having a night, so I'll leave you alone. But it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back in town."
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So sorry.
Probably have no idea who I am, do you?
No, I'm sorry.
My name's Josh. I worked with your dad.
Oh. Yeah. You
I know it's been a really long time, and I always did the same thing when I was younger. When parents would be like, "Oh yeah, you know him," and I'm like, "No, I don't." So I'll leave you alone. I hope you have a good night. I hope you. Do you need like an inhaler or something? We might have one in the nurse's office.
I it's prescription and it's
I gotcha,
can't
yeah.
mess with the but thank you.
All right,
I
no,
just-
and
you-
he kind of he puts a kind of a hand on your forearm and just, okay, sorry, and pulls away and then says, "Just have a good night. Maybe I'll see you later," and leaves out the front.
well, she stops before you do know my dad passed away.
Yeah, it was a few years ago. I'm sorry for your loss. He was a good man.
Yeah. Do you happen to in the cemetery? They took me into foster care so soon. I wasn't able to go.
It was sort of more of a missing persons to. They haven't really. They declared him dead, but they never really found him.
Right. I just didn't know.
There's a plot out there for you and your mom and your dad, but he's not out there. Your mom is.
Thanks. I remember where it's at.
And he just kind of nods. Says, "All right, you take care," and turns and steps out. And the door opens with a bit of a creak and then closes. And that pressure, most of it is gone. Still a little bit.
After like a couple of minutes, she like kind of pops her head around.
You see Victor still down at the other side of the sanctuary.
He would have walked out after, like,
Oh, okay.
testing that and just
Mhm.
walking
Well,
out.
and you would have also felt like, once again, as you got closer, that feeling returned. And then once the man walked out, gone.
Thank you.
Oh, Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, just no, no, no problem.
That was a lot of bullshitting in vain, and I'm sorry. She like pats him on the arm.
He shrugs while still having the book in hand. He's like,
like thumbs through the book, like, and you got a free book out of it. I mean, it's not that bad of a night, huh?
I guess I will give it a read. And
Be sure to highlight your favorite parts.
I don't do that with books.
Oh, you're one of those.
If you highlight things in books, you mark them for people to know more about the things from you.
Right. That's a bad thing.
Not the bad thing, but something that I avoid for. It's
Oh,
hard
I
to
get
explain.
it. The whole
It's
masquerade thing, right?
no, it's yes, but no. It's so. Do you?
She's like walking towards like the back of the church to go towards the cemetery.
I'm following her.
yes. So you step outside down onto it's like a small kind of landing, and then the stairs that go down, and there's a pathway to the side that will lead you to the cemetery out in the back. Beautiful trees and bushes along it, flowers that would be blooming at either at different seasons or if it was daytime. And it leads you to this gate that opens into a beautifully manicured, pretty extensive block of the city that has row after row of gravestones of various sizes and types.
Along the way, Stassi's just collecting flowers.
Thank you for the resub or sub. I think it's
New.
a sub.
It's a new stuff.
Resub. Neat.
Don't know.
Hang on. Did we freeze or is this my phone?
It might be.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good? Okay, then it's my phone.
So. I
So
guess
along
we're-
the way, Stasia was doing what? Sorry.
Collecting flowers.
Oh, okay.
Flowers.
Hmm.
I mean,
I-
I kind of understand what you mean. Like different things my dad highlighted in his book, in his Bible. It's like different things of whatever he was going through in his life. You know, I think that's kind of what you mean, right?
Not really, but it's just. Well, yes, I guess that's a way to put it. It's just if somebody else takes a book, then they have a glimpse into what you think or thought at some point. Bit personal.
I mean, that's like super intensive. Do you have people that like care that much about your thoughts? I mean, I didn't mean like that. I meant like for you to be so guarded,
Secretive.
I guess. I don't know.
It's not really it's part of a choice, part of not a choice. It's
She tucks a flower into his hair. Like, you know, part of the masquerade. Kind of a little bit of A, a little bit of B. Since all the monsters are people that look like us now, I suppose that can't trust anybody. Which I'm starting to realize.
there's people you can trust, but at least from what I believe and follow, there are things that you just have to keep for yourself.
Like fairies. Can't tell them real name or they'll get you.
I suppose like fairies, yes, but
Miss
more
Darcy.
like
Oh, go ahead. You finish. Go ahead and finish.
More like secrets that sometimes you have to keep for yourself.
Well, yeah, that's why you don't write them down. Like, who would do that? Like, keep a journal with all your private thoughts in it. So dumb. She like turns. She's like,
Hey, Stasia. I want to double check. Are you doing what you mentioned that you were going to do and keeping Sense the Unseen on?
mhm.
Please, actually, let me double check what this roll is because I really need to know what this roll is. I keep forgetting. I believe it's Wits and Resolve, but let me double check. So either Wits and Auspex or Resolve and Auspex, whichever one is higher for you.
Wits. 1, 2. Oops. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 unks, and one of them is the unks with the fangs on the red one.
Only one of them?
Yeah.
But dang, that's a lot. So 5. So you you guys are, having this playful conversation as you step out into the path of this cemetery. Start winding amongst the graves, and as you kind of look away like, yeah, well, who would do that? You realize there's almost like lights. You see one off on a hill, and then another a little closer by, a few gravestones away. And it's like almost like glowing glowing figures. Half formed, wispy, but just enough to be able to tell that this looks like a person that's just kind of drifting, walking slowly. And then you realize there's another one further ahead and another one just on that other side. There's several spirits just wandering here.
Yeah. Like the first one's like, oh, and then like, oh, and then it's just like, like it's closer to Victor. Like, do you see all that?
What?
You don't, what the fuck? See, this is why I wanted you here. This is the weird shit I was telling you about.
If you don't say it, I do not know what you're talking about.
She looks at him like he's crazy, like, you don't. Just like motioning to like the side, and then like,
What? Are you seeing dead people?
I can't. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Excuse me, are you a ghost? Just turns over to like the nearest one. Excuse me, are you dead people?
You're not joking, right?
I don't think I can actually have a mental breakdown in this kind of capacity with the lack of circulatory system. Let's just go with that one for now.
The wisps, spirits, whatever they are, don't seem to pay you any mind as you say, "Excuse me,
Sir.
sir."
Sir, do you have a moment to talk about Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior? Because you're obviously not aware.
I feel like it's a little late now.
I feel like it's a little late.
I mean,
Yeah,
we have the
here.
book. We have a book with us, so I guess
Yeah, we have
not
a book.
too late.
Yeah, we
Hand
got
in the
this.
book
We
and
can
it just
help.
drops on the ground.
We can help with this. Take the holy water. It's not working.
Also, you're seeing spirits,
Yeah,
ghosts.
yeah.
How do they look?
But like people, but like wispier. Oh, you know, like those old timey photos when you look at them and you're like, wow, people used to look so pretty back in the
Hey.
day. Like that.
Oh. I might come back here with somebody next time.
Oh,
Not Lucian. Not Lucian.
Oh.
Just to clarify, not Lucian.
I didn't think that.
Just
The universe thought that.
the universe thought that, and just some friends.
Okay, but like not Lucian, right? Like you're the one who brought it up. I just feel like I need to reiterate.
I do
like,
not consider Lucian as a friend, so no, he will not be him.
Okay, good. But just for science, like you don't consider him like anything else, right?
I'm laughing. Me, player, I'm laughing. Just clarify. Victor has the expression of, what did you mean? Like,
like you're not gonna like bump uglies with him, right? Because like that'd be weird. No, not because that either. No, like I just
pause.
because
What does that phrase mean?
Like
Me as a player, me as a queen, me as Tenach, me as somebody that
Okay.
doesn't know English. What does
sex?
ah?
I feel like Victor doesn't know either.
Putting the lime in the coconut and mixing it all up.
Sure. Yeah, it's just Victor will ask, what does that mean? And then be like, oh, sex. No, I would not have sex with him. That.
Okay, yeah, like okay, we're just on the same page about that because I wouldn't either, and I don't know. You're the one who brought him up. I'm just stating a fact. You brought him up, so we're done with that.
Fair point.
He's a fucking asshole.
He does seem like a manipulative asshole.
He killed my dad, and then lied to me about it for years.
Ooh, seems like you have quite the baggage with him.
Yeah. And he had the books the whole time.
He had those books with those pages that just passed me.
Yeah. I've been looking for them for years. He knew I was looking for it for
You
years.
were looking
And
for
he had
those
those
for
things.
years.
I didn't know what it was. Okay, so when I was a kid, my mom had this necklace and it was a really pretty necklace. And when she died, it kind of just disappeared for a little while. And my dad kind of lost his shit and like pulled me out of school. And then we were just traveling around the country for a while, which was fine, no big deal. But then he was on some weird case and then he was super serious about it. And then
What did
he-
your father work before?
he was a private investigator.
What was his name?
Dean Novak.
And your mother's name?
Natasha, or sorry, Natalie. Yeah, she's from Russia. It's a whole thing. I don't get it either.
Did you said from Russia?
Yeah, I'm half Russian. I think that's why I'm so violent. Not that it's a stereotype. It's just, in the blood.
Some of my family also comes from at least Eastern Europe, part of Russia.
Sorry. You must be pretty violent too. It's okay. She like
No.
pats him on the arm.
I'm quite calm, actually.
So where are
Sure.
you heading in this cemetery?
How
She's going
fucking
towards her family plot.
So I would figure by this point, even with stopping to gawk at the ghosts, you would have found it by now. You know where it is. The entire place is manicured, so it's not like it's overgrown or anything. But there's no flowers in the vase.
Cup thingy, yeah.
Cup vase thing, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no flowers in it. It does have their names inscribed across the front. It's, one of those wide kind of family plot headstones. And there's the plot for you as well.
She's gonna put her flowers down on the grave. It sucks because like there's always been that hope that like maybe he'd come back, like surprise, I've been kidnapped in a dungeon somewhere. But I guess part of me always knew he was dead. I just didn't want to admit it. Just pisses me off. Like, why would Lucian just keep that for so long? He could have told me like at any time. I don't think it would have made it any better, but I mean, like, you know what I mean?
I do.
I'm gonna get revenge on him. I'm gonna make him a better person. Because that'll really piss him off.
That's a very constructive way of taking revenge.
It's the ultimate revenge.
Fair.
I'm gonna annoy the shit out of him along the way, though, for sure.
It was the ghosts.
Nope.
See? They're real. I'm not crazy.
I'm not doubting the fact that ghosts exist. I know that people can linger a bit longer than we would want.
Yeah, but like, why?
Unfinished business. Sometimes we call them without realizing. Sometimes they're tied to us for one reason or the other.
She's just like looking around like.
I will kneel in front, specifically in front of the tomb that has the name of Natalie.
Mhm.
I have no clue what would be the result of this, if this is even possible. But I
The
will
DM eyebrow arch.
just placing my hand in the earth, feeling the grass that is, I assume, above the coffin and above the remains. And the victor will think, and even for a moment meditate, to the ancestor he has with him.
Mhm.
And just think about that name. If it rings any bell, if you
If
it's
know
an-
it at all.
if my ancestor knows it at all, if something that has passed somewhere, if there's I even the crazy idea of is if there's blood of us in there.
Give me. I don't know if this. I have very little experience with werewolves, so this may not make any goddamn sense. But I am going to roll this as Gnosis and Ancestors. So a pool of 3, please.
3. I was not expecting high either.
I mean, it's not your best attribute.
Forte, yeah. I got 3 successes.
Three
Two successes.
Two successes. Okay. It takes you a moment, and like we said, you're not the most spiritual guru around, and so it kind of takes you a moment, and you're feeling it out, but no connection, no recognition. She certainly wasn't a guru.
Victor takes a deep breath before standing back up.
Nastasia's right there with you, just like squatting down, just like.
Whoa. Space, private space.
You're on my mom's grave.
And makes a lot of fucking sense. You're right. You are absolutely right. And I stand up. You're absolutely right. I was just kneeling in front of your mother's grave. I think I was the one breaking a bit of that private space.
You want to say hello to my dad too? I mean, he's not in there, but I mean, I feel like it would make it less weird. Just come over here and grope my mom's grave and not my dad's. I mean, I don't get it. Whatever you guys are into. Or is it just a you thing? I'm not judging either way. I'm just making assumptions.
He'll turn and face to Stasia. The walking woman says about groping grapes.
I mean, I don't grope dead people, okay?
Neither do I.
don't eat them either. I eat living people, but I don't eat them for real. Never mind.
If I told you what was I doing, would you even believe me?
See, now I don't know if I want to believe you. I feel like I'm gonna believe you, and I think it's probably gonna be extra weird. So go for it.
I was just asking the ancestor Garu that is with me if there was any recollection of your mother in our bloodline. I was literally asking the spirits if they knew her.
And
Nothing.
so we're like not cousins or anything weird like that, right?
Nope, we're not.
Okay.
Just start walking back. He's like, nope.
Victor turns around and starts walking off into the darkness of the cemetery.
If she could blush, she would be right now. Okay, well, I'll see you later. She like kind of fixes the flowers again and just kind of,
It makes him look nice.
yeah.
Yeah. You primp up the grave a little bit and then with a final look go to follow Victor. Sorry, the fact that Sekrane's actual name is on this is throwing me off.
Oh, that's why I should.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I had to change mine for my work one and I forgot. So just someone's like reading it and it's like, who's Ivan? And I'm like, oh shit.
That's awesome.
If you call me either way, I will respond. There's no like, who is this person?
I know, but it's one of those things where it's like, I don't use my friends' real names. I use their internet names.
Yeah.
So, Victor. Also, I'm supposed to be using your fucking character name right now anyway. Victor.
Good point.
As you get back to the church and make your way around to the front, please give me wits and alertness.
Wits and alertness.
Which is your version of wits and awareness.
Wits and alertness. Oh yeah, because we don't have.
Dice pool.
Yes, it is a 4 dice pool. That is a total of. It's 6 or above, right? Not 5. Mm-hmm. 1 success.
Just one.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of take a glance around as you make your way to the gates, maybe waiting for a second on Stasia, but there's some shadow play around. The trees are blowing in the breeze. It feels nice. It's a nice, cool breeze that kind of heralds the end of summer.
Ah, beautiful.
And eventually, Stasia follows you. Stasia, I would also like you to make a wits and awareness.
And really need to remember these. Okay. I got another messy crit, I think. Okay. One of the reds is fangs, and the other red is a skull. And then 2 are regular unks, and 1 is a unk with stars. I've got
two regular onks, an onk with fangs, and an onk with stars.
Yes.
All right, that is 6 successes with a messy crit.
Yeah. I think I said that right. Skull,
Yes.
fangs, stars.
Yes. And so the skull doesn't matter unless you get no successes.
Okay.
So, Stassi, you catch up to Victor, who has hesitated at the entrance to the church, just kind of seeming to enjoy the night for a moment. You catch up to him, look over to the car, and about a block past the car, you see a figure, a person, in a hoodie with the hood pulled up, standing not really even casually at a corner, very clearly watching you. And as you appear alongside Victor, you see the person's mouth smile. And your beast snarls in the back of your head. You have to know who that is.
So we're ready
Fucking
to.
God. She just like, son of a bitch, I fucking hope it's you. She just starts like angry, like power walking over to him.
Victor is sounding like, so are we ready to go back to? Oh. She's gone. She's power walking away.
You bitch ass mother. She's leaving her church. Just you bitch ass motherfucker. I'm gonna make you eat your teeth.
Stasia's voice echoes across the empty suburban streets as she starts just yelling at this person, who you see now, as she goes walking, just power walking across towards him. The head lifts a little bit so that you can see the rest of the face. It's Eric.
Oh, you motherfucker!
As he turns and books it around the corner. Almost too fast.
She's getting that bitch, motherfucker!
Hey, we got a raid! Welcome to the raid!
Came in just in time.
Just in
fucking
time.
booking it! Is there
All
anything
right.
on the way that I could grab and use as an improvised weapon?
Okay. There's things that you could, feasibly, like, pull a tree branch, or you could grab like a fence post or something. How long are you willing to wait? Or how much effort are you willing to put into grabbing something? There's nothing just loose.
I'm gonna
on
put
ground.
the effort that it takes someone who's in the middle of a rage. So it's like, if it doesn't happen immediately and quickly, then like maybe like a second try and then just going on with it, because I'm not losing this motherfucker. Fuck that. I'm gonna wear his fucking skin, that bitch.
Well, then somebody is angry.
That was the beast. It wasn't me. It was me.
Uh-huh.
I'm not me when I'm hungry.
I am sorry. This is gonna have to be a strength roll. I was gonna say strength and athletics, but you don't have anything in athletics, hun.
I don't even have anything in strength. I think I have 1. 1 red, right?
Yep.
Oh my god!
Oh.
What is it?
It's a skull.
What does
What
that
was
mean?
that sound?
We got a donation.
Yay!
Okay.
What is this
5.
donation? Thank you, Anonymous.
Bye.
Anonymous.
Nominous. Da, 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 da. So, bestial
It's for-
failure, huh? It's for a reroll, but it doesn't say for who. Okay. If you did that in the chat, just let us know if you want to give it to Stasia, if you want to give it to Victor. We can do it for both, or either one. I mean, Stasia, you're focused and you think I need a weapon, and there's several trees right there outside of the church. And so you kind of make a running start, leap up to try and grab one of the branches to just rip down, and you rip down a bit more than you expect. And Victor, from the outside, you watch her just jump up, grab, and yank down, and like 3 or 4 branches come down. Several of them actually, the ones that break off actually hit you, Stasia. And I would say you take 1 aggravated damage.
Okay.
Also,
Son of a fucking bitch.
but you do come away with a fairly large broken branch, which can be used as a stake.
Ooh.
So, yeah, Victor, you watch her take off around this corner after this person, screaming in a complete bloody rage. It was for Cat. The reroll was for Cat.
Victor will go running after them.
Okay.
Just start
So-
bolting it.
I need both of you.
Dun,
to give
dun,
me-
dun, 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 dun.
So for you, Stasia, this will be. Oh no. Okay, this is not as bad. This would be stamina and athletics. And for Victor, it'll also be stamina and athletics. So for Stasia, that's a pool of 2, and for Victor, that's a pool of 4.
4, yeah. Yeah.
1 success. Do I need to use my reroll now, or
You can if you want.
Okay.
You can use it whenever you want.
okay?
3 successes.
3 successes.
Mhm.
I spelled roll wrong. Roll.
Okay, so
Rule.
are you going to use that reroll?
No, I was writing it down.
Okay.
So I
Okay,
remember.
gotcha. So Stasia got 1 and Victor got 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the 2 of you careen around this corner and go chasing off. And Victor, you catch up to Stasia fairly quickly. And you can see the guy that she's chasing ahead of you. You don't know who the hell this is, just some guy in a hoodie. But he is moving far too quickly for human reactions, essentially.
Yeah.
This is definitely not something human. And he doesn't seem to be hiding it much either, as he ducks into a yard, jumps over a fence, and you actually start gaining on him. Stasia, you're having a little bit of trouble. You've never been a runner, still not really a runner, but you are keeping up as he ducks in and out of the yards, past pools, past houses, dangerously close to people's windows sometimes. Like, this could easily become a masquerade breach if it gets messy too close to these houses, but that seems to be what he's counting on.
Can I guess not with streetwise. Could I kind of see where he would be, try and anticipate where he could be going to like cut him off?
Or let's give that. Why do you have so many wits? Holy goddamn shit.
That's where I put all of my fucking points in.
Yeah, I noticed.
I'm a witty girl. I'm not smart. I'm just clever.
That's half the battle.
I would say wits and insight, honestly.
This would be a weird sight for people, anybody looking at their yards. Only a
Right?
guy in a hoodie just bolting it, followed by
That's
a guy in a
it.
suit with red glasses, and then behind this punk girl with a shawl.
Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One with the fangs.
Do any of them have stars?
No.
Okay. That would have been your third messy crit of the night. I was about to say. All right, so how many was that total? I'm sorry.
5.
5. Whew. Yeah. So you can tell you kind of you can only see ahead of you. You're not close enough. Like you're behind Victor at this point. But you get an idea of you've been in this neighborhood before. You realize the two of you actually know this neighborhood fairly well. And you kind of realize which way he's going. You duck around a house and take a shortcut up a street, past a couple of yards, and then come running through someone's shrubs, essentially, and just kind of burst out right behind him. You can see him actually react a little bit with surprise, but he's moving completely silently as he continues to run off into the suburbs. I would like both of you to give me one more. What was it? Stamina?
Stamina and athletics, I think. you
Yes,
said?
stamina and athletics.
1, 2, 3, 4.
2 fangs.
2 fangs.
I only have 2 die in that.
Can I use a rage point to reroll, right?
I think so, yeah.
I will use one.
Okay.
Or was it to take another action?
I think it's to take another action.
Yeah. Could I do that to do another, like try to get that rage
I'll
pumping?
consider it a yeah.
Okay.
We're just kind of with the werewolf stuff. We're just flying by the seat of our pants. Okay, so Stasia, please. So you got 2 onks with fangs.
Yes.
That is your 3rd messy crit of the night.
I don't like that.
Then
No. Can I reroll?
You can. You have a reroll.
I have a reroll.
indeed you can reroll.
It's only 1 fang.
Oh no.
I'm still
Oh,
here.
no.
I'm still here.
I don't think
That is a total of 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. And Kat, you reroll. You used your reroll to
Yeah.
make it 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Polly. Ooh.
So.
Fucking kill that motherfucker.
So in and out, and you're getting into kind of some of the closer houses now where there's not as much space in between for him to kind of duck into. There's a lot more cars around. There's a lot more street lights. It's going to be real hard for him to hide. And you chase him past the a couple of houses that have kind of like a sloping
Like backyard.
landscape. Yeah, landscape, backyard. And you see him kind of cut to one side, trying to go around one of the fences. And Victor, you have caught up to him. He is right there. To the point where you actually reach out, you try to grab for him, and then suddenly you literally hit a wall. What you had thought was some bushes or something, suddenly it's almost like reality changes. An illusion is lifted, and it's actually like the side of someone's outbuilding. And there's a very loud thunk as you watch.
Oh no.
You watch Victor, almost like Wile E. Coyote, smack into this outbuilding and leave a little bit of a dent. It doesn't hurt you. You are not harmed because you are a Garu, but man, is it embarrassing. But as the world changes, just like it did that time in Elysium, Stasia, he's gone.
Oh, you motherfucker. You stupid motherfucker. I'll fucking rip you apart. Fuck.
You're muted, sir.
You're muted, buddy.
Well, first of all, I assume glasses did not survive the impact.
Probably did, but they're at least on the ground. What we get-
Okay. Look
Thank you
around.
for the sub. Thank you for the sub.
Thank you for
Gift
the
subs.
subs. Yeah, look around. Where's the hooded motherfucker?
I thought you were going to say the hoodlum.
That too.
Literal hoodlum. Ah.
Yeah, Stoxy like catches up to Victor.
You don't see him. And the entire time that you've been chasing him, you haven't heard footsteps. You haven't heard the rustles. You haven't heard the sounds of him grabbing onto the things that he's been flipping over. You can't hear him.
He played with us.
Yeah, he tends to fucking do that.
Who is that person, by the way?
He killed me. She's like, no, not like brought me back. He literally killed me. Your flower got crumpled. Fucking asshole. She like crumbles it in her hand.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Grab the glasses. They can walk in like casually, like nothing happened. Like I
Jared's
didn't
clothes are all fucked up. Hair's
Look-
crumpled.
like I didn't just slam myself into a wall, just casually walking away.
Yeah, like nothing happened. So
Yeah,
you
when they climb over the fence, they're headed. She just like looks, like grabs his face and just like looks at him.
What?
You hit that really hard. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
he doesn't look bruised at all.
Yeah, she just like pokes his nose because she's like expected him to like break his nose from that. Nothing?
Nothing.
You guys are pretty hardy, huh? She like smacks him on the chest.
He would do it would feel him hardy. There's like some there. Like he's strong. He's a strong boy.
So, like,
He's not only good words.
that sucked. Sorry.
You know the worst part.
Your glasses are broken.
No, they're fine. They're fine.
Oh.
He'll do that.
Wonders if that thing is even more like, maybe it just sucks. Like, are those like special werewolf glasses?
No, they're just normal. I could just grab them and crash them
Oh,
if I wanted to be.
you
Fucking
could have
dramatic.
just lied and just. made
Why
it.
would I? Why would I lie? There's special things. There are other special things, but not this. This is just.
I don't know, to fuck with me. I guess I'm just so used to Lucian being such a piece of shit. Wow. I'm traumatized.
I guess you might be, but the worst is that he will do this again.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're trying to kill him. He's fucking batshit, okay?
So when you say
That
you're
shit.
trying to kill him, you mean like you or like your group?
She's looking around.
Like is there an equivalent of he will like look around. Is there equivalent like to a wild hunt?
You mean like in Witcher?
Oh Jesus.
I didn't take you to be a video game kind of guy. That's pretty
No,
cool.
like branding a werewolf. So his feet are always bleeding while everybody hunts him down. Is there something like that for you?
That's
vampires?
fucking metal as shit. And kind of, but I kind of wish it was that cool, but I don't think we would do that because like
So he's
there's
like
no blood.
he's a fugitive, and everybody, all of you want to kill him. That's it.
Okay, well, yeah, he's kind of like definitely on like hit list #1 because he totally escaped and it's a whole thing. But it's personal for me, you know, because he fucking killed me.
I see. You for a moment, Stasia, as you're hearing that, you see him starting to have a weird, creepy smirk, up to the point that you said he killed me, and it's like, that's right. No, that's wrong. No, yeah, we should. Well, you should. I don't know if it would be good if I or any of.
Yeah, you shouldn't be involved in that for like political reasons. And
I mean, if for some reason he would have encountered himself in front of a werewolf and pissed somebody up, I don't think it would be an issue if he was rip apart.
Yeah. If it helps you feel any better, he's a terrible person. He's always been a terrible person.
Oh no, I don't have much trouble. Well, didn't had much trouble in the idea of killing a vampire, but
Yeah, you like totally just jumped into that. Like it could have been a normal person. Like, what the fuck? Like you're a really good friend.
I'm not.
Or was it just because like dog instincts kicked in and you're like, fetch?
I do. I do not have dog instincts. Well,
She picks up a rock and just like, you want the rock? You want the rock, don't you? Go get it.
I keep walking away, back to my car.
Stasia.
You're just horribly trained.
Stasia. So you guys have been walking down the blocks back. You kind of made your way back to the street there.
Making my way.
Sorry.
You went back to the street to walk along the sidewalk on your way back to the car. When you throw the rock, Stasia, you kind of follow it with your gaze, just like ha ha ha, and you make that last jab at him, and then you look back and you realize that the rock, you don't see it anymore because it landed in this overgrown, weed-infested yard. And looking past the yard, you see this house. And like the trees next to it have all overgrown and kind of almost seem to curl in and like make it even darker over this house. It's not even that old of a house. Looks like maybe it was built in about the 80s, but the driveway is strewn with dead grass, with leaves. Looks like it hasn't been used in years. You can see in the garage doors, there's the windows. You can see like just piles of stuff behind the garage door windows, like you can't even open it. The front steps up to the door have collapsed. The windows are dirty and dusty, and they're those weird kind of shapes that like, aren't really used anymore. It's kind of like an avant-garde kind of thing. It's like a split level sort of house. And you remember this house from your childhood. It was always that house that all the kids avoided because they said it was haunted.
It's the it house.
It's the it house, essentially. It was always what you thought of when you saw this house, because it is creepy, it is overgrown, it is dirty. Like maybe it was once some sort of off-white, but it's not any longer. But what has always bothered you is the fact that inside that house, through that window, you have always, and even still tonight, you can see a light in there.
Weird question.
To me or to Stasia?
To you, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Does it smell to corruption? Does it smell to the worm?
Not out of the ordinary.
We're in a city, yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you're in more of a suburban area of but it doesn't smell or come across to you spiritually as a place of worm corruption specifically.
Stasia's gonna like stop and like stare at the house and just be really creeped out by it and like grab, like really subtly or like slowly picks up a rock and then like tosses it onto the porch. Like, but keeping her eye trained on like the light area. Just
the porch is kind of slanted because the stairs have completely collapsed. Like the wood has rotted, and so it hits the porch and then kind of clanks off into the grass.
And nothing moves, right?
No, but you do notice, and it's something that you've never really gotten this close enough to notice. There is a knocker on the door. It's vaguely dragon shaped, like the head of a dragon holding the knocker. Shut the fuck up.
Hashtag pro streamer. Oh, okay. But yeah, so she's like tosses it and just waits to see if anything happens, like holding her breath that she doesn't need to hold, and then nothing happens, and she's like, stupid house. She throws like another little pebble over there, like, it's fine. Walk away. But then like also like
It turns around.
it turns around like,
Nothing has changed.
and then she just walks backwards.
Victor, you're down the street a little ways watching her do this.
I more or
Nothing is
less
happening.
okay. Anything particularly special about it?
What? No, what? Huh? Hey, what?
I saw you throwing rocks at it, staring at it.
Yeah, could have been a giant mimic. From Dungeon. It's
I'm not so uncultured.
Oh, you played Dungeons and Dragons?
No, I don't.
Oh.
But I know of it. Just
Oh
friends.
no, it's fine. It's whatever. That house is like a weird house. It's like I grew up, and there's like, it's the house that you get dared to like run over and like touch the stair, but like it's just, it's really creepy. It's always been creepy. But like what's really creepy is there's always that fucking light that's on, but like there's no one ever there. Like you never see anyone leave or come in, but that light's always on. It's like weird as shit. Because like, who's paying the electric bill? Someone has to be inside.
Who said it was electrical?
Nah, that's for another night. Maybe you should go with Lucian and see, and then I'll also go to see what's in there. Or not, or just me and you can go, or like, or I can go. But like, we make a good team. I'm just saying.
A guru and a kindred.
Yeah.
Kindred. That's the word for you. You're in a kindred, walking down the street like nothing at all. Not.
We could go to a bar. I know this grave dive bar. Great food, I think.
I need
great
to
drinks
work
and
in the
oh,
morning.
right, because you do the sleeping thing, right?
I do sleep indeed, and I work too. And then
That's even better. Yeah.
and then I do other stuff in the between, but that's different.
Like this stuff in the in between.
Like this, like trying to just do some casual bioterrorism here and there, like trying to keep
Hold on. No,
world
you don't
balanced.
just need to like skim over that. What?
Nothing, and I just keep walking.
Totally down for that.
I don't think
I could be fun. I could be useful.
I doubt my crew, my I'm gonna hate saying this, but I doubt my pack would agree with having a kindred.
Oh, come on. I'm okay. So what? Sometimes I drink blood. Okay, it's not like a big deal. Like I'm really helpful. Like I can stay up all night, and I can open locks, and I'm really great with security, and I know a lot of people, and people know me, and I can be helpful. So like maybe we just do stuff sometimes together without them. Just,
You're breaking heavily many conceptions I have about kindred.
you're welcome. We're people too.
Yeah, and we're people too. We're people. No.
So you do have dog instincts. Like, are you like into steak and stuff? Like would you like me more if I like just rubbed myself with a bunch of like steaks? Huh?
No, no,
Huh?
no.
That's what it smells like when I go into a room full of people.
I do know some people in the pack that would have some of that, but not me. No, no.
Wait, ew.
It's weird.
No, not ew. It's not ew. I don't think it's ew. That was so rude.
It's weird.
I'm
It's weird. It's
sorry.
just some are human, some are wolf. You know, it's just we don't think the same. It's just
Right. Okay.
keep walking,
Yeah.
keep walking. Just like
Keep walking.
So
So you guys,
starts chasing after him. Yeah, like not everyone is fucking Lucian.
no, yes, but some of my group are wolf. That
Like actually, like
they were born wolves, so they think like wolves, and they're
so
very
you guys have, like,
confused.
a lot of dogs at your house. I mean, like wolves?
I don't have dogs in my house. It's well, there've been
is that
times
morally incorrect, like to have a dog as a
I-
pet?
keep
So,
walking. Keep
yeah,
walking.
so you guys make it back to the car.
I
And
have questions.
Victor kind of
DM.
just like stops and reconsiders his entire life. You make your way in back to the shop. Stasia asking more intrusive and unexplainable questions about the life of a Garu.
And now you understand why she got kicked out of Sunday school.
He did not have the doubt at all. He figured.
But it is fairly late in the evening, a good ways past midnight, probably 1 or 2 o'clock. When you guys finally pull up to the shop, you say your goodbyes, and with a sigh of probably relief, Victor, you drive off into the night, back
It's
to your normal life.
normal, yeah, my normal life.
Normal for you.
It's normal, fairly
No, now
normal.
he has
Just
to question everything.
a
Yeah,
lot.
now, yeah. You
It-
can't
it's-
look at anything the same again.
It's okay. My most normal part of my day is just real estate.
Yep. So, Stasia, you walk up to the shop, unlock the door. There's no one in the main shop when you walk in. You turn around, lock it back, make your way through the main shop towards the stairs, towards your room. You happen to glance over because you haven't kept your Cynthian scene on for very long yet. It's only been a night or two. You glance over as you pass by the door to the basement. That door that you still haven't been through. You see one of those wispy figures step through the door into the basement. You don't quite see who it is, but you swear that was your dad. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Man, I was hoping it was the monkey.
Oh yeah, clearly. He's possessing the monkey. All right, well.
That's just no.
That's wrong. That is wrong, Star. No, I reject the
you.
premise of this.
Everybody for tuning in and donating and subscribing in the bits. We love you very much. Oh no, DB's not here. Shit. I have to do the things. I have to do all the things. I can do this. It's fine.
Okay, because it.
Well, actually, first of all, thank you everybody for your donations and everything. If you didn't catch the beginning of this episode, it will be uploaded on YouTube later on this week, as well as all the rest of our episodes. We have an entirety of season 1. This is the 3rd episode of season 2, so it's not super far. It doesn't take super long to get caught up.
It really does.
A lot of fun stuff happened in season 1. Additionally, we will return to your regularly scheduled vampire programming the week after next on the 20th, when we'll have our normal cast. But next week, tune in because it's my birthday and we're running a very fun one-shot. It'll still be vampire, but a little different than we're used to. So make sure to tune in
Is
next
it though?
Monday. Yes, it is.
I'll just be with me, but regular hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be just
It's different, yeah.
It's different.
So tune in next week, same bat time, same bat channel. And
it's not a bad channel.
I said bat. It's a Batman thing.
Bad.
Same bat time, same bat channel. And check out our fun DM's birthday one shot. If you enjoy what we are doing and you want to help support us, we have all kinds of ways to do that. We have the shop on our nerdasylum.com, thenerdasylum.com. You can get to our store through that. We also have a Patreon. We also have, obviously, our Twitch shows where we are raising money for Extra Life charity. This week is kind of an off week. I believe we have Neverwinter on Wednesdays. You can always check out Java with Joe every morning at 10:30.
Yes, we have Java with Joe. We have Neverwinter coming up. We also have Thrilling Thursdays.
Yes, Thrilling Thursdays is very fun.
And we have on Sundays also Skyrim Sundays. Skyrim
Sundays, yeah, that just started,
and
right?
Yeah.
This Sunday we're also having Flame Shadow. I'll be DMing that one. So
Ooh,
that is
that
the
sounds
premiere.
fun.
So come join me where I get to be the DM and
Suffer.
go on some ninja stuff. Yes.
That'd be
suffer.
fun. That'd be very fun. All right. Follow us on Instagram. We have the Nerd Asylum Discord. Wow, what? The Nerd Asylum
got this.
Instagram? Yeah, I got this. Nerd Asylum Instagram. We have NA by Night on Instagram. We also have Nerd Asylum on Twitch, and then NA_by_night on not Twitch, Twitter. I'm sorry. We're on Twitter. That's what I'm talking about here.
We're on the platforms. We're in the
Yeah,
socials.
and also Nerd Asylum is on Facebook as well. Join our Discord. I believe we have a link below? Question mark.
I think
We-
it
And
is.
don't
There's a
forget
link somewhere.
a TikTok.
We do have a TikTok. That's brand
That's
new. There's
right.
some great moments on there from our various shows. If you also want to see more of our stuff, next week is our on week. After this week, next week is our on week. You will be Nerd Asylum by Night birthday special, Anthropocene, the Altered Carbon show on Tuesday, Wick, the Tin Candle show on Wednesday, and Barovia Beckons, our Curse of Strahd. Actually, Barovia Exodus, my bad. Curse of Strahd
Barovia.
D&D on Thursday.
It's
I think
packed.
that's it.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
Did I
You
cover
can also
everything?
check us out on
You-
DB, did I cover everything?
and anywhere else for our podcast as well that are also out.
Yes, we have
Did-
lots of podcasts that release on Mondays, Wednesdays, and weekends.
And our Kickstarter for Drawlicon
Yes!
is in the preview. Go ahead and check us out on that Kickstarter.
And
it is
follow
not
it.
launched yet, but follow
Yeah.
it so you'll be aware and
Actual
notified.
podcasts are on Fridays. This Friday will be Senator. This Saturday will be Eridan, and next week will be the next episode of Illivorny.
Yes.
Hell yeah. We
Xanathar,
have a flavor of
and-
show for every taste.
We do.
Yeah.
All kinds of nerdy stuff.
we
Come
do.
join us. If you
They
join the Discord, you'll see everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and then
Morning
Hoarding
rounds on Wednesday. Yeah.
Hoarding around. That's right.
Hey, all
I think
right.
we did all of the things.
I think that's it now.
Wow, so many things.
Yes.
There's a lot of shit going on. We do a lot of stuff, a lot of nerds. It's a lot of fun. You should come join us. I believe Victor, my boy. Victor, my boy.
Oh my god.
That's a LA by Night reference. Thank you for subs or whatever that was. Thank you. We love you
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you for the thing.
Yes.
Um,
Street.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together.
Lasath, the Divine,
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the Edgy Initiate, I trust them with my life. I don't know if I trust them with my car. Misty Charlotte Palladino, Spellslinger.
But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, elderly vampire.
They broke the mold when they made Filbert.
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday.
Hey, Scales, is this thing on? Yeah? Okay. Hello, I'm Asher Flintheart,